let's get over there, check on our trailer. Oh yeah, we're parked next to a light pole. Can't turn too sharp.
Turn right at the stop sign, then take the second left.
This place really livens up at night. It's pretty much a ghost town during the day. And we found it's a lot quieter over here than where we used to park, because FedEx blows the air horn every time they back into a spot, and we're not that far away from the docks when we used to park in the other area. So we dropped our trailer yesterday evening, so I don't think we're gonna get the same one. Let's see what we person. Yeah, that is a person just randomly standing in the lot.
When possible, make a U-turn.
Alright, so they usually put the trailer in the same door. Hey, we did get our own trailer back. Could be worse. Nope, still red. Alright, so we'll hook up to it and then we'll wait for it to turn green, and then we have to go like knock on the door, wait for them to come out, some paperwork, you know, the whole deal. And right on the other side of these fences are the big airplanes that transport the cargo. Alright, we just pulled the trailer out of the door. It's about 11:30. Took a little bit longer than usual, but grabbed the paperwork, got to seal up the trailer. Has a weird smell. I don't know what's in there that's causing that smell, but it's odd. Alright. Now we're gonna do a straight shot basically to Greensboro, North Carolina. We're up in Baltimore, if I didn't already say it. So pretty much gonna take 95 to 85, and that's about it. Well, we made it to Greensboro. Need to turn left at the light, go down a block or two, and then be at FedEx. So pretty straightforward. Stop to get fuel. Nothing notable. It's just a 6 hour straight through get here. But between this and our dedicated stuff, it is good revenue. We're pretty much dedicated on this as well, just not officially. But they usually post them like a month in advance, and we just go and get all the ones that we want. So after this, we're gonna drop the trailer, pick up an empty, and then head to the house. We gotta do a decent amount of work on the truck. We need to get a 120-day
Turn right on
inspection.
Lake Wide Drive, then take the first left.
And an oil change. Replace airlines, replace shocks, replace the wiper motor, the washer fluid motor in the reservoir. I think that's about it. We might have some other stuff to do, I can't remember. But
Turn left.
we'll get to the gate and then pick up. Alright, I think it might be our lucky day. Appears to be a fairly new trailer. here. And doesn't seem to be any Landstar drivers delivering currently. So, 667. Exactly.
Turn right on Worldwide Drive.
Let's pop by and see when the manufacture date is. That's a 2017. Let's see what the other choices are. Roller bed, can't take that one. 667. I think that one's going to be the same. Nope, that one's red tagged. That's a roller bed and red tagged. Jeez. Park in front of that first one and we'll do a thorough inspection to see how much of a jalopy it is. Roller bed, old trailer, 696. That one's pretty old here. 697. I'm gonna check this one out. Back to the original ones. I'll have to check it to see how the tires are doing.
At Greensboro FedEx on the right.
There's a big downside of a lot of these trailers is they all have like balancing issues and like alignment issues. So tires wear so poorly, and for the dedicated stuff it's pretty vital that get some sleep, so gotta make sure the tires are good. Alright, one has not been inspected in quite a while. Alright, I'm gonna hop out and check it out. Alright, well, we're all the way at the very end, not the end that we started on. In true Landstar trailer pool at FedEx fashion, they were all hot garbage. So we're down here at the 2015, has an inspection from 3 months ago. 7 brand new tires, one that is starting to get that weird wear pattern on the inside, but I think it'll be perfectly fine for the time that we will have it, which should be about a week, because typically we don't get the same trailer at Baltimore when we do those Greensboro run. Every once in a while we get the same trailer, but I'm assuming we're not going to, and even if we do, it'll be dropped in Greensboro next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. So from here, Liz is going to drive us up to Stanton. We need to grab the parts that we purchased, the wiper motor and reservoir. We got to get that put in. This one appears to be working now. So the pump has been like seized up. Went to use it a few days ago and it just would not squirt. So I was like, oh man, we need to grab some washer fluid because it's probably out. But when I was under the hood, it was full. So Liz was hitting the button while I was in there and it would make a sound, but it was the sound of like a motor seized. So I tapped it with the pliers that I had in my hand and it started working. But then it stopped again and now it's back working. So we definitely need to get that fixed before the winter time. because it is horrendous to try to go through snow where there's salt and sand on the ground. You need the washer fluid in like gallons per drive, and also we need to pass the inspection, and if it will not fire off the washer fluid when you command it, we are not going to pass the inspection. So we're gonna get that swapped out later, get the lines switched over, get the shocks replaced, and other little knickknacks that we have that I forgot about. So we'll pick up later. Alright, so we got back to the house, we grabbed the washer fluid reservoir. So this only comes in you can't buy just the pump, you have to buy the reservoir with the pump, but we needed the reservoir anyways because this one's been cracked pretty much since we got it. So we're gonna go ahead and take the 3 bolts out, try to carefully take it out so it doesn't spill everywhere, and yeah, get it swapped out. I got the new one in. Now I'm going to try to carefully fill this one with the old reservoir, and we'll see what happens. It's probably not going to go well, but if we can get most of it in there, that'd be good. See if it works. Oh no, does it have to be all the way on? Yeah. Alright. Hello? There it is. Okay. Did it. Now we can go get it inspected. Well, we're currently sitting at Rafine. Yesterday we got the oil change done, but there was no Landstar inspector, so we had to wait until today. We left the truck here because we drove a vehicle here as well, so if it was going to take a while we could leave. And so we got checked in. I don't know how long it's going to be. They're saying it's going to be a while, so we're going to go ahead and replace the airlines while we're here. So the reason we are replacing the airlines and the electrical is mostly because of the electrical. We've been having these random problems where like turn signals won't work on the trailers, and at first, you know, you can chalk it up to like, they're old Landstar trailers, but it's been happening quite a bit, so I think there might be a short in the electrical, so it's just easier to replace them all. Plus, you know, who doesn't like fresh glad hands and electrical lines? So we're gonna go ahead and get that done. Shouldn't take too long. Alright, so we got the lines off. We laid them out to make sure that the hanger was in about the same spot. It's pretty close. It's like a few inches off, but I think it'll be perfectly fine. We can always adjust it later. And I think on these, we're probably going to cut the end of the hose off and maybe take the glad hands off.
Do we want to just order new ones? They're not that expensive.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I don't know. Either way.
Want some spares. We might as well have some nice spares.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the electrical line, probably on the trailer side, has a short. A lot of times if you turn really, really sharp, you'll end up pulling the wires inside internally. So that most likely has happened at some point. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, all there is now, basically, you know, electrical line plugs in there, the 2 airlines plug in here. We have the thread sealants. It's pretty straightforward, nothing elaborate to it. We're just gonna get that put in. All right, we are done. Put thread sealant on both the connections here. Brand new lines. I use some of the old wrap here because, like, sometimes the electrical line just kind of sits on the thing. I'm drawing a blank. You know what I'm talking about. So I wrapped it all the way up here, so it gives us a little bit extra coverage. And then I tucked it into this little loop here, so it shouldn't move. And I believe we're ready. So I put on the actual Glad hands the other day. Put some sealant on those because I had the larger tools at my disposal. So here's the old ones, and now we're gonna get rid of them. All right, so we got that knocked off of our checklist. I don't have the tools to replace the front shocks here. We have the socket. I don't have a 1/2-inch ratchet, and I don't have an open-ended wrench to hold the other side. I mean, I have adjustables, but I'd rather just do it with the impact. So we'll wait until we get home to do that. So we're just kind of sitting here. We checked in at 8 this morning when the new techs were on duty for an inspection. Yesterday we came here trying to do the inspection and oil change all at once. They didn't have anybody working. They said after midnight there should be, but we just didn't want to stay here all night. So we got the oil change done, left the truck here, went home, came back. So today is Sunday. It kind of sucks to waste your whole entire day like waiting around and rafing, but we have to get this done. We don't have a whole lot of time for the 120-day inspection, and our thoughts are if anything happens where we need to get some work done to it, we'd rather have the time because we got to be in Baltimore Tuesday, so we don't want any hang-ups. So, you know, we could wait until tomorrow, Monday, to get the inspection. But, you know, if we need a part or if we need something done to the truck, I don't want to risk not being able to fulfill our dedicated obligations. So we're just gonna sit here. It's not that much different than, you know, a normal day when we were waiting for the following day for a load. You know, we have I've been playing Starfield. You know, Liz cooked some breakfast and she's been crocheting, and then we decided to go ahead and knock out some of the work on the truck since probably gonna have time. They said they only had 2 techs and there was already like 3 people ahead of us, so you gotta figure every bit of 4 hours, so we're probably only halfway into our wait. And then sometimes they move slower than molasses, so I expect the inspection to just probably take an hour if they don't find anything. Last time they found the very start of a wheel seal leak. I guess it had just happened probably on the way down from Baltimore or whatever, but they replaced that. So both sides have been replaced on the inside. The outsides aren't leaking, so everything else on the truck is good. I mean, I don't foresee anything holding us up, but you know, you always just want to be prepared. I don't want to wait until the last second and get stuck here and then I have to make that call to the agent. They've been good to us so far, so we want to keep our obligations to them. So otherwise we're just kind of waiting. Yeah, just got to get the front shocks done, and then we can wrap up this video, get that posted up, and then on to the dedicated stuff for Tuesday. Alright, we got a bit of an update. It is currently, what time is it? Hi?
11:53.
Yeah, so almost noon, so 4 hours. We went in to kind of just see where we are. I like to check in every few hours just so you don't get skipped, or that don't come up with some wild excuse. One time Loves told us, oh, we didn't know you were still waiting. We're like, what? Like, we were waiting on you to call us. But as we walked in, she's like, oh yeah, just go to bay 2. I was getting ready to call you. I was finishing up a bunch of paperwork and stuff. I was like, cool. You know, I'm not like rushing you, but just want to know where we are. So we're waiting outside of the bay to get like pulled in, and then like I said, I would expect it's probably going to take like an hour if they don't find anything. But other than that, we'll be done with this. Check that off the list. That's a big one. All right, the inspection went well. We got that taken care of. It didn't really update. It was actually a lot quicker than I thought it would be. So the last thing that we have to do really is swap out these front shocks, and then we're good to hit the road again. So I mean, these are fairly easy. I would definitely recommend anybody that has a little bit of mechanical knowledge and some tools to replace their shocks themselves, and definitely do it before they need it so bad that they start damaging your tires, like with uneven wear. So it's easy. Just take the bolt out there, swap them out, you're good to go. So I'm not going to bore you with a how-to tutorial on this. Alright, so this side's done. Took about 5 minutes, nothing major. So one tip, I guess I will give some people some knowledge. So you see this rust here, this little trail of rust. So a while back, I was doing my inspection and I noticed that little trail of rust. So I immediately knew that that bolt was loose. So I grabbed the adjustable wrenches, and sure enough, I could spin the bolt over by hand. So when it's loose, it allows water to get in between, and then it rusts, and then it'll drain out where it's loose. So that's an easy tip to know if some of your bolts are loose. Same way with lug nuts, but it'll either be rust or dust on your nuts, so you'll know if they're loose. But that's part of the pre-trip inspection that they teach you anyway, so everybody should know that part, but you know, some people don't. So this side, we're not going to really be able to use the impact, I don't think. I think we're going to have to use hand tools, but you know, nothing major. So I think I'm going to leave this video off here. I think we have done enough. We delivered a load. We have made a ton of repairs to the truck, and yeah, it's a good day. Got an inspection, didn't take too long. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.